After a week-long break, the Nasdaq is trading around 14,500, and reports of S&P 500 entering a bull market following a 20% rise in the index, driven by tech stocks. This is after a deal was reached on raising the US debt ceiling. Now, whether we're in a bull market or a bear market, frankly, isn't relevant. What is relevant is price action and momentum. This week, the Nasdaq 100 picked up where it left off last week, on the back of a strong non-farm payrolls report which showed subdued wage growth. Monday saw Apple unveil its new virtual reality headset at its Worldwide Developers Conference, which helped propel the stock to a new all-time high and push the Nasdaq 100 higher. The Nasdaq 100 hit a high of 14,644 before pulling back. You can see this trend line here, which connects to the highs going back to October 2022. This trend has been the story of the week, with price holding firm as resistance at the trend line. Tuesday was a nothing day, with price coming off sharply off this trend line on Wednesday. The Nasdaq 100 underperformed the other major US indices, which is something that has not occurred often this year. I mentioned in previous videos how the Nasdaq has been the place to be a bull, and how a handful of megacap tech stocks have led the outperformance of the Nasdaq 100. This snapshot here provided by Goldman's highlights that point, how 7 megacap tech stocks have led a 53% year-to-date return, keeping the S&P 500 in positive territory year-to-date, whilst the other 493 stocks have been flat. Despite the pullback on Wednesday, price found support around 14,230 and rebounded on Thursday. This bullish flag pattern remains in play, and is only really negated if price closed below 14,100, which is major support. Today, price is driven higher by Tesla shares on news that General Motors will use its electric vehicle charging network, therefore increasing sales revenue. Tesla's market cap has recovered this year and almost doubled as shown by this chart. In terms of levels to watch into the close and next week, this trend line around 14,665 is key into the close and next week. If we get above it, price will push on higher towards 15,100. With a raft of central bank meetings next week, I would be surprised if price made a decisive break before then. On the downside, support levels are 14,200 to 230, which is where price held this week as support. Below that, and it's 14k to 14,100 being major support. Next week is a busy one, with the latest US inflation numbers out on Tuesday. We've got the Fed on Wednesday, ECB on Thursday, and the Bank of Japan on Friday. So that will be the focus. With that said, thanks for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. And I'll see you at the next one.